Hello everyone and welcome back. I am IGO, and today we will be continuing with our story playthrough on hard mode. Oops, it seems like my controller's acting up again. 1 second. Okay, sorry about that. Alright, so where were we? Yes. So last time we made it all the way through the Shinra building, made it up, 59 flights of stairs, and finally reached floor 60th, where we can no longer apparently use the stairs. We'll have to use an elevator, probably locked behind keycards and such. And since the last time, I've actually went back and did some testing because of my recent video recording program was acting up, so I've been getting some blurry recording, so I apologize in advance for that. But now hopefully this video will be better recorded, and I'll obviously after this recording go back and check on it. So I'm just working with a new program, so trying to figure out how to best set the settings so you guys get decent quality. But anyway, where were we? Oh yeah, the only other thing I realized is I replaced the hard edge with what I said before was Final Fantasy 15's version of hard edge. But what this really is, this weapon is apparently the Force Stealer from Final Fantasy 15, not the hard edge. Sorry for the confusions, folks. But other than that, I think we're set for the next part here. We'll just proceed through this like normal. I know that Tifa and Barrett has some weapons they can level up. Oh, they have 12 points, so I don't think it's going to be much. Let's check. Yeah, 12 point is not going to make a dent right now. I think each of them are missing like 20 points or 20 SPs to fully max out their weapons. Alright, so regardless of that, let's proceed. I think we just enjoyed the view of the reactor, and the party kind of commented on how beautiful it is, but at the same time it's terrible because you're bleeding the planet.
What is Avalanche thinking? What are they even after? What is Avalanche thinking? What are they even after?
Well, it's obvious they're trying to stop you from killing the planet. They're pretty much forcing you to get out of your comfort zone so you stop killing the planet. Yeah, I can imagine these guys are probably hard at work trying to repair that, or start the repair process on the falling plate.
Please, just let my wife and daughter be safe.
Yeah, it's these folks who ended up getting caught in between. They're literally the unfortunate collateral damage between Avalanche and Shinra's fight. Alright, let's move on. But yeah, from an economic perspective, like I said, I still don't understand why Shinra thought they needed to go this far. The cost of starting a war with Wutai is expensive enough if you think about it, let alone tag on this huge mess they made. And I think they banked on basically creating a new Midgar in the Promised Land that they'll find with Aerith's help. But as far as I'm concerned, the odds of that are so low. Like, why would you do this when you're not even sure you can find the Promised Land? Like, it's so economically irresponsible. You start to wonder how a company, you know, got this far under such piss poor leadership. Alright.
You must be here for our grand tour. Visitors have access to floors 60, 61, 62, as well as floor 63. You will proceed in that order. By the exit of each floor, you will find a device that will allow you to update the keycard in your possession, thereby allowing you to access the next floor. And now begins your grand tour. Please enjoy the Shinra experience.
Why has this whole thing gotta be such a big pain in the ass?
I don't know about you, but this is kind of weird.
You think everything's going too well?
Yeah, I do. Think this is a trap?
Ha! If it is, then bring it on. Let's get this party started.
Yeah, I guess I can kind of understand Barrett's gung-ho style. Just like, bring it on. I can tackle the whole world attitude. I guess if you really have to label his character with one word, I would say unbeatable. That's the best way to label him.
Man, why we gotta get all these damn key cards just to get anywhere?
This is Shinra HQ. The hell did you expect?
Says the former company man himself. Guess you know about all the rules, regulations, and red tape. It's like coming home, huh?
Jesus, Barrett's sarcasm is so... I don't know. He's not probably never gonna live, never gonna let Cloud live it down that he used to be a Shinra employee.
Until Avalanche is stopped, it's only gonna get worse.
Debatable.
Yeah, it's just when I think about what all those poor people must be going through.
Yeah, this really humanizes some of the people in Shinra. Like, we understand they're not the real enemy, but they're sometimes the unfortunate victim or collateral.
How long do you think you'll be before we put a new plate up?
Still, honestly, if I was in charge of Shinra and I understand that Mako, like, you know, up to a point, once you've amassed a fortune and you realize Mako is the lifeblood of the planet and it's not infinite, instead of seeking out a grandeur promised land, some mythological promised land with infinite Mako, I would have considered seriously developing alternative sources of energy in case one plan doesn't work out, aka the promised land plan.
Is there anything we can do to fix this? Wu-Tai's pulling their strings, you'll see.
God.
They're not sane, I know that much.
Goddamn Avalanche! They all deserve to die!
Ah, jeez. And the cycle of hatred and revenge just continues. But yeah, all the information manipulation, deceit.
Every reactor, every pillar. Like I said, a full inspection. There's no telling what kind of damage there might be. If you see anything out of the ordinary, I want to know.
Sorry to bother you, sir.
No, it's fine.
I brought the damage assessment for Sector 7 you requested. Sir, perhaps you should try and get some sleep.
No, not yet. I need to finish preparing my draft of the reconstruction plan before tonight's board meeting. Whatever reasons they might have had, destroying an entire sector is...
Yeah. The only decent employee in Shinra, really.
I strongly advise you not to say such things outside of this room.
Don't I know?
I should say the only decent director, not the only decent employee. My bad. Yeah, something about a man sitting in a dark space watching other people is definitely inherently not creepy in any way.
What a world. Why do we even bother, you know?
Not really sure what that was about. But yeah, actually you can... It's funny why they even have these elevators here, but in the OG, you literally, every time you get a key card, you could choose to use that key card to go up or down a floor. but in this game, it seems like they really want you to take the escalators. And I think in the OG, you literally, before you reach the final floor, you can actually return to all the previous floors via the elevator here, which gives it more use. In this game, past a certain floor, you're just kind of locked into the next chapter, and you can't return to the previous floors. Or at least I don't think you can. The exhibit.
Welcome to the Shinra building, our humble home.
Oh, hell no!
Here in the Memorial Museum, you can learn all about our president, as well as the various divisions that make up the company. And of course, the city of Midgar and the miracle of Mako energy. Whatever takes your fancy, you're sure to learn something new.
So we have to take a tour.
Yeah, shut up!
I am surprised how lack the security is. You know, it's just the fact that literal Avalanche members can walk in, grab a key card, and go on a tour, and no one cares, or at least no one bothered to interrupt, is very disturbing, to say the least.
I think I just threw up a little.
Man thinks very highly of himself.
Who's this? Probably some random... Oh, you know what? You know what's creepy? Based on what we've seen, at least based on our knowledge of what Rufus Shinra looks like, this might literally be President Shinra when he was younger. Unless this is Rufus fixing the darn thing. It seems very unbelievable. But based on this exhibit, this is a literal young version of President Shinra. Man, he was a handsome stud. You have to hand that to him. This was probably when he founded the company. Though I don't see him in the picture. Well, someone let me know if we see him, but if you see him, but I don't see him. Unless he's the guy in the mask. But no, that guy's black-haired. Huh. Well, I think this is the founding of the company. This is Mayor Domino with President Shinra shaking hands. This is... no idea what this is. Is this a draft of the Shinra building, maybe? I have no idea what this is. Okay, anyway, moving on.
Hey everybody, how's the grand tour? I hope you're all enjoying yourselves. Wasn't it fun to learn about Shinra and our esteemed president? And to get a peek at the president's mementos? That was super cool.
It was interesting. Advanced weaponry is Scarlet. Hojo was research and development. Heidegger is public security, so I guess he's in charge of all the actual troops. While Scarlet is more into machinery, machine weaponry. And there is Reeve in charge of urban planning, which is pretty much just all the constructions going on. And then our man Palmer, I believe he's in aeronautical, basically spaceships.
The next exhibit will teach you about the important work we do here by giving you a closer look at each of our divisions. I hope you're ready to be amazed because you simply won't believe all the exciting adventures we have here.
Wow, I'm surprised Barrett actually was able to hold it in and didn't comment so far. You'd think he's all riled up over it.
So familiar.
Because we've destroyed a bunch of them already.
Well, we have. We have destroyed a lot. Okay, so she's pretty much in charge of all the machine weaponry and Heidegger's troops. This is space and aeronautics. This is advanced weaponry. Let's see what she says.
The advanced weaponry exhibit is currently undergoing maintenance. We apologize for the inconvenience.
Alright, so she's not doing anything. Bummer.
What? Read this? This paper right here? Give me a moment. Welcome to the Shinra building. The Space and Aeronautics Division has taken rocket systems developed for military applications and adapted them to a different purpose. The search for new precious resources in the infinite reaches of space. That being said, since we have plenty of Mako at the present, those plans are currently on hold. It's a bit of a shame, really.
Yeah, it shows that the fact that they scrapped the space and aeronautics because there's plenty of Mako right now just kind of shows you that they have a very poor foresight. You know, it's... When you build a powerful company like this, you always have to have plans in place for 10, 20, or 30 years ahead, and even contingency plan for anything that might go wrong. Like, you know, can't find the promised land, for example. But whatever. And I don't know why oh, I guess to be fair, soldiers are created from Hojo's experiment. That would explain why this third class is here.
Welcome to Shinra headquarters. My duties as Director of Research and Development are, in all likelihood, far beyond your ability to comprehend. So there will be no presentation, as it would be a waste of my time and yours. But rest assured, we are making...
Man, how condescending can this dude get?
Albeit not at this particular moment, because I'm filming this rubbish instead.
Yeesh.
I believe I've wasted enough of my precious time as it is. Science waits for no one, after all. So, good day.
I swear, he's slightly narcissistic and condescending, assuming he's the only genius in the room. Whatever. And obviously his attitude aside, his character and ethics are also incredibly questionable, as we'll soon come to see. But then again, that's not saying much in comparison to all the other directors of Shinra, but for sure, actually, you know what? Scratch that. I think even in comparison to all the other directors, who at least act in the company's self-interest, Hojo is very twisted. Twisted as a person, period. Even in comparison to half the other evils that the other director does.
The public security exhibit is currently undergoing maintenance. We apologize for the inconvenience.
Why President Shinra continued to use him is beyond me. Like, I'd like to hear a legitimate reason, like what he does to bring in the cash or something. Reeve.
Welcome to the Shinra building. Our mission here at Urban Planning is to supply the residents of Midgar with energy created from Mako. We also take pride in maintaining public infrastructure, the pillars and railways that run all throughout the city. Currently, we are working to construct an intraplate expressway. When this project has been completed, it will provide much easier access to numerous locations all across Midgar. We appreciate your patience and understanding in the meantime.
I completely phased out on what he just said about the project. But see, if Shinra was well planning and thought well ahead, that I think this is the vision that Reese wants to see Midgar be built into, as opposed to what it currently is, with tons of smog and, you know, dead dirt down the slum with tons of rats and all that stuff. But yeah, I'd like to see a city designed by Reeve like this. Oh well. Honestly, I kind of wish, part of me almost wish there's an alternate reality, kind of like in 13-2, where you travel across dimensions and parallel universes to reach a city like this. It'd be a great place to explore. Alright.
Impressive, wasn't it? I hope you enjoyed learning about our divisions and the wonderful ideas and solutions that are produced to benefit us all. Here at Shinra, we strive to ensure the safety of all residents around the clock.
Now this is showing how Mako is flowing throughout the city. Oh, I think this is Sector 7 plate. I don't even know where this is. That's obviously the Shinra building. Okay. Neat little presentation.
The next exhibit will teach you all about the miracle of Mako energy and our reactors, as well as the city of Midgar itself. So come on!
This is Midgar, our home, recreated in 1/10,000th scale. As you can see here, the 8 Mako reactors form a ring around the center of our city and keep Midgar running day and night. The Mako which flows beneath our feet is a truly limitless resource.
It's really not limitless.
Shinra, we have developed technologies to extract it and transform it into the fuel and electricity that powers everything we do. Thanks to the miracle of Mako energy, our lives are richer and better than ever before. Mako keeps our lights on at night and made Midgar into the city that never sleeps. A triumph of technology and testament to man's potential.
Nothing but a bunch of lies.
Except that Mako has made people's lives better.
It's a slow poison.
It's made people blind. Blind to the cold, hard truth. Even I used to buy into their bullshit.
Kind of like an addictive drug, really.
That makes me even madder.
Once you get hooked, you'll slowly die unless you kick the habit, essentially. But this whole theme of people given resources and being spoiled by it kind of reminds me of Final Fantasy XIII's plotline, where essentially the people become reliant on fal'Cie technology so that they cannot survive without it. And then when the fal'Cie decide, you know what, nah, I don't want to do this anymore, people start to, well, resources start to dwindle and people start to, well, I guess start to suffer for it. And again, a similar theme to, what was that game though? 16 is the game I'm thinking of, with the whole magic crystals and stuff being people being spoiled on magic crystals. And when it suddenly the supply depletes, people start fighting for it and the world, it just falls apart. I guess it's a common theme of people should not be reliant too much on any one thing for their happiness and success. But anyway, as an OG player, I would say that this, for anyone who had never played the OG and isn't interested, this whole room with the whole Midgar plate used to be a whole floor where you had a whole puzzle to deal with, where essentially you run around the entire floor, opening various locked chests in various sequences, finding keys and all that stuff, I completely forgot how they set it up, but there's a bunch of keys and chests, locked chests you have to open in a certain order to pretty much get all the pieces of the sector plates, and then you run towards the middle once you've collected all the plate and start filling in all these gaps. And then once you're done with all that, that's when they'll let you move on to the next floor. Here they're just showing it as part of some exhibit, and you can just move on once you've listened to it.
Congratulations! You can call yourself a proud Shinra scholar.
Ooh.
Now, moving along. Next, you'll learn about our progress in advanced science and technology. Please proceed to the 61st floor, the Visual Entertainment Hall.
Okay.
Welcome to the Visual Entertainment Hall, where we showcase Shinra's cutting-edge technology. Through an immersive visual and audio experience, please relax and enjoy the show.
Okay. Yeah, this floor didn't originally exist, I don't think. Oh no, I don't get to keep my costume in cutscenes.
This place is empty. What the hell?
This is some pretty awesome stuff, like a holodeck.
In the distant past, our planet was home to a people we call the Ancients. Many millennia before we discovered Mako, these precursors were already pioneering its use. Somehow they learned of the great reservoir of energy pulsing beneath their feet.
Just passing through.
And once they had,
Oh, God.
the Ancients developed the means to harness this bountiful energy and bend it to their will. The fruits of their labors have survived to this very day in the form of certain kinds of materia. Their scripture, too, has endured. We who are born of the planet, with her we
Okay, Freet, Shiva,
flesh, we shape.
Bahamut.
Unto her promised land shall we one day return. By her loving grace and providence, may we take our place in paradise.
Someone really needs to pay the
Alas,
PR person.
The ancients themselves are long gone.
Pay him better, basically.
2,000 years ago, a meteor brought an end to their civilization. But before their fiery end, did the ancients find
Sounds like dinosaurs being extinct.
Even now, we have only to wonder. Times have changed, and the Shinra Electric Power Company is committed to changing and evolving with them. Like the ancients, we've harnessed the power of Mako. Are they out there watching us, waiting for us to join them in some blessed corner of the world? A green and verdant land where boundless Mako energy will provide for our every need. Shinra is working for you to fulfill the hope of the ancients and lead us to that promised land. We shall not rest until our dream is realized.
That's like chasing after Santa Claus when you're looking for the promised land.
That it?
Ooh. Yeah, I don't want to be in Midgar right now. Okay. not good. Yeesh. Yeah, I think he's one of those guys whenever you mention his name, he'll come.
Dear, a man of my refined taste running out of butter. Short of its proper accompaniment, this tea might as well be boiled pond water.
I still don't know how Palmer ended up surviving this encounter. I'm surprised he just wasn't cut on the spot.
No, it couldn't possibly have been.
Crazy ass thing made me want to puke. And not just because of the presentation, but the content too. Ought to come with a warning. That ain't for kids.
That wasn't just a movie.
That huge meteor. What was that about?
Like I said, nothing you should show a kid.
Yep, not for poor old 10-year-old Barrett. But yeah, the presentation was disturbing. And how that happened the way it did. Almost like this machine was reading our minds or something and projecting our fears. Well, yeah, I kind of like an explanation for why that happened. If anyone knows, feel free to comment on that. Alright, moving on.
everyone about the wonders of Shinra. Next, you'll be visiting the repository for Shinra's expertise and know-how. Please make your way to the 62nd floor, the corporate archive.
What the?
Very weird static.
Greetings and welcome. Avalanche, I presume. My name is Hart, and it's a pleasure to meet you. I've come to escort you to Mayor Domino, per his request.
The mayor of Midgar? The empty suit that's just a mouthpiece for Shinra?
Yes.
Everyone seems to be.
Midgar, the most magnificent city ever built. That Mayor Domino. The visual entertainment hall has been experiencing technical difficulties of late.
Wow.
And he suspected that these difficulties might impede your progress.
So what does the mayor want with us?
I'm afraid you'll have to ask him that yourself.
Guess we're supposed to follow.
Guess we don't have much of a choice now. He's on to us, so if we don't stay close, he could... Who knows what he's gonna do?
Look at this place. So what? You telling me the mayor's some kind of crazy bookworm?
Man, it's hard, guys. Really hard to... He doesn't give you much information or expects you to follow him, you know, into an area you're completely unfamiliar with. I don't know. I'd be extremely wary, to say the least. And okay, add in the secret passageways, and yeah, I'm actually surprised these three still wants to follow. For all you know, you could be walking straight into an ambush.
Through here.
If this is a trap, you're a dead man, you hear?
Yeah, I guess you better preface that first, to be fair. Alright. Let's go on in.
This can't be right.
Ah, wonderful. You finally made it. I am the mayor of the great metropolis of Mako. Domino, at your service.
He looks way better than I imagined
I
pixelated.
must say you three haven't exactly been discreet.
Huh?
I wonder who's been cleaning up all your messes.
Yeah, it's pretty good if you're able to do that so far.
What's going on?
Come on, think about it. You've been caught by security several times, walked in front of every other camera, and scared an accountant half to death. Do you
That-
hear the alarm? No? You're welcome.
I don't know which account I scared, though. I think that's if you take the elevator.
Assume your cell wasn't looped in. I am Avalanche's man on the inside.
Say what?
Huh. Is it really that surprising to you? You've seen where they put me. The mayor of the greatest city in the whole wide world, tucked away in a secret broom closet in the damned archives. The nerve.
Okay, I can see why he would hate them.
Shinra pricks thought I'd just shut up and accept their treatment. But they were wrong. Dead wrong.
Huh. Well, this ought to make things easier.
We need to break into Professor Hojo's lab.
What? Why? You mean you're not here to give President Shinra his comeuppance?
We're here to save a friend who was taken.
But the president's gonna get his too, if I have anything to say about it.
Yeah. Gotta do it for Biggs
I
and
don't
Jesse.
particularly care what you end up doing, so long as it hurts Shinra.
Great.
So, I can get you as far as the 64th floor.
Hold up. You telling me that that's the best you can do?
That is indeed the best that I can do.
Yeah, you gotta worry about covering your own tracks too.
But you're the mayor? Does this look like the office of a mayor? I'm a glorified librarian, nothing more. They don't even invite me to their meetings. Sorting records and reports, that's all I do. My hands and fingers have more paper cuts than skin. No one knows my pain, my daily torment. They've made me a pathetic shell of a man.
It's so dramatic.
Okay, they did you wrong like us, but we'll make it right. So just calm down. Deep breaths, man. Deep breaths.
Barrett's reaction is priceless as well.
Let me see that key card of yours. Here you are. You can now use it to access the recreational facility on the 63rd floor.
And then what are we supposed to do?
You look for a fellow Avalanche collaborator. Identify yourselves and he'll give you a key card to the 64th. The countersign is... The mayor is the best! Midgar's mayor is nothing less! Everyone says he's cooler than the rest!
Okay.
Just say mayor to the guy, and if he goes the best with gusto, then you found your man.
Okay.
You got it?
Okay. I mean, it's silly, but I get it. And yeah, it looks like the mayor's been keeping busy, like, deleting so many photos. You gotta have to be pretty impressive at computer skills to do that.
If you think you've found the collaborator, say mayor, and see if he says the best. You got it now?
And people don't understand, or at least sometimes as us people breaking in, you don't understand how difficult it is for the mayor to do all these things and maintain his cover, especially when Heidegger and his public security goon starts investigation after the incident to try to trace down the inside man. So yeah, I can see why he can only get to you to the 64th floor. Any further, and like obviously after the incident you caught or you caused, will be traced back to him. So I can see that. And I think originally, yeah, let me head out the door first and we'll talk.
If you require additional assistance, please do not hesitate to ask.
I guess he doesn't.
If you require additional assistance, please do not hesitate to ask.
I think if you play normal mode, the first playthrough, when you walk past this heart dude, he'll give you the option to give you some information and clue as to who the collaborator is, plus an EKG cannon for Barrett if you lay down like 10,000 gil. But they don't tell you about that EKG cannon, they just tell you his information is 10,000 gil. So I can see a lot of players missing out on that weapon, for sure. But anyway, originally, I don't know if this is the same floor, but there is a floor in the OG where the main purpose is the elevator, not the elevator, the mayor will play a minigame with you where he thinks he has a password in his mind, right? And he gives you clues whereby you go through various bookshelves to find coded words.
The mayor is working with Avalanche.
Would have been nice to know. Idiots at HQ should have kept us in the loop.
But anyway, the mayor gives you clues to find books that will give you information on what the password is, and after you tell him the password, you get some reward based on the password you received and based on how many guesses you have to make. And the password's randomized every time, so you can't like cheat by knowing the password already. But I don't think he bars your path to the next floor or anything like that. That's one thing I remembered. And actually, as a Easter egg, if you actually walk by these machines, they'll literally list words that are password options for the OG.
Mayor, very bad.
I think mayor was definitely one answer. Best, I think, is also one possible password. I think they're all like... Oh, yeah. There are like really short, simple one-word passwords. Though finding them was a challenge because you have to run through all the bookshelves to find the books with descriptions that matches the clues given, followed by the correct book will give you a series of code words, like, or maybe like part of the pool password, and you have to put them all together. Yeah, Mako and explosives were both answer choices for password. Yeah, I heard that one. Explosives. Apparently that's a very common password. That's a very odd password to teach a robot. I think... never mind. I don't remember the full, complete, possible password answers, but the robot listed a bunch of them. Alright, I think we should move on. So now we're back here on 62? 61 was where that virtual simulator was. So, okay. We really only made like 3 floors worth of progress.
So, about this precious promised land of yours. Come now, Aerith, you misunderstand my intentions. I wish only to satisfy their material greed, so I can be left to pursue my great work.
Which is?
Our great work, my dear.
So I wonder what his real purpose is. He never really revealed it.
You're the spitting image of her now. I regret it to this day. If she had only trusted me instead of trying to run, it could have played out quite differently.
Yeah, I don't think so.
To lose the last of the pure-blooded ancients. Though not completely, would you like to see your mother? Albeit through the lens of one of my microscopes. Did you really think we'd leave such a precious specimen to rot in the gutter?
Jeez.
We collected and cataloged every last bit of her.
Yeah, creep.
Hair, skin, organs, every fragment of every bone. As breathtaking in death as in life.
Yeah.
As you, my dear. Ivalna was elegance, right down to her cellular structure.
Yeah. God.
And there it is, that same elegance. Oh, yes. Time for yet another meeting.
Man, if this company has an HR department, he'd be at the top of their red list. Yeesh.
Here's the 63rd floor, where loyal Shinra employees relax and recharge.
It's pretty late, but I bet people are still here dealing with the aftermath of Sector 7.
It's their own damn fault.
Stay focused. We need to find this guy.
Yeah. Guess I better get working on my conversation skills.
Huh. Alright, so this is the recreational facility. Makes sense. I don't know if they're all on the same floor as the OG, but most of the floors there are present here. Most of the things you see in the original visit to the tower is present here. I think there was, oh, actually there's one floor that they completely missed, but on one of the earlier floors, you literally could, you have to, basically there are guards patrolling the hallways with like pillars in between them, and in order to reach a, basically let's say you're on one side of the building and you're supposed to try and sneak all the way to the other side to reach the stairs slash elevator or something like that, and you have to basically time the mini game so that you move when the guard's vision is blocked by the pillars, or I guess busts. President Shinra's busts. But they took away that floor in this game. But either way, not sure where I'm supposed to go here. Alright, this looks like the right one. Actually, let's see what some of these NPCs are saying. Yeah, sorry you gotta hear that.
Avalanche must have used some heavy-duty explosives to do that kind of damage.
Yeah.
Avalanche must have used some heavy-duty explosives to do that kind of damage.
What'll happen to the city now?
As you can see, countless homes and businesses remain buried beneath.
Excuse me.
Avalanche must have used some heavy-duty explosives to do that kind of damage.
Okay. Alright, moving on. Huh. Very odd for me that when I see Barrett's costume, there's a yellow ribbon on this back. It just looks so out of place.
They look busy.
Plate did just fall.
What kind of particulates in these?
Seeing them like this somehow makes me feel a little bit better.
Support is getting overwhelmed by calls. We'll have to resort to AI operators.
Let's find our contact.
Not seeing any security around. One less thing to worry about.
Yeah. I wish we can go in and talk to them and mingle. I guess that's not possible. Ah, vending machine. Clear icicle mineral water and whatever the other one is. I can't read what it says. Something Lord? Reload, probably? Or Relord? Yeah, whatever. Energy drink. Alright, let's just move on.
Where are you, Mr. Collaborator?
I think we just need to start talking to people who look the part.
Remember, say mayor.
If they say the best, then we have a winner.
I don't remember if this tree was in the OG. I feel like it wasn't. But then again, this is the recreational lounge, so it makes sense. Maybe sometimes you just want to stare at something green and alive, you know, as opposed to the slums, tons of dead dirt and mice.
My head is spinning.
Ooh.
What the hell's taking them so damn long?
God darn it, who's kicking over chairs? My allies are.
This is terrible. What do we do?
Let's see what they have to say.
Today we welcome a special guest, Shinra's Director of Public Security, who has an important message to share with us.
Everyone here at Shinra is deeply saddened and outraged by this unconscionable act of terrorism. But at the same time, we will not be cowed by threats or violence. To the people of Midgar, I make this vow. We will find the villains responsible and bring them to justice.
Yeah, how do you arrest yourself?
Avalanche, you cowardly dogs. Run all you like. Shinra is coming.
Do you think the other plates are in danger? Is it true that Mutai's gonna attack us again?
No, these guys wouldn't be dumb enough to destroy their entire city just to start a war.
I remember this feeling.
last one started.
Maybe war is inevitable. I hate being left in the dark like this.
I mean, war is inevitable. Because the people on top never have to pay the price for starting said war. Huh. The ultimate price.
The hell's taking him so damn long?
I almost want to talk to this guy, but I know he's not going to answer.
Are you military? Cool, cool. I guess things have been keeping you pretty busy around here. You found the guys who did this yet?
The mayor.
Huh? What about the mayor?
Never mind.
Yeah. Better change your tune real quick.
I remember this feeling. It was like this before the last one started.
Whatever that one meant.
No, I'm gonna be here a while longer. The mayor. Hey, shush. I'm on the phone.
Doesn't give you the time of day. I know who it is, but I still want to show you guys the funny dialogue.
Leave me alone.
The mayor.
Well, no response.
The hell's that?
Combat sim. You can use it to train for battle in a virtual space.
Does training in that thing really make you better?
Well, I guess in this hard mode, they just tell you where to go. You don't even need to guess.
Anywhere in Midgar is still safe? Doesn't feel like it.
Oh, you're in Shinra building. That's like the safest spot. I know it's ironic seeing as how 3 Avalanche members are walking around, but still.
Does anyone know their next target?
Yeah. I don't think Shinra's gonna bomb their own HQ.
What I would give to sleep in a bed.
Oh, wow. Tough night, man. Or nights. So this bench that I may or may not need to sit at. Yeah, I'll probably want to sit at the bench. I think normally you would get Scarlet's song from this jukebox, but I see no point in playing it right now.
I want to believe there's something we can do for them, but
You're military, right? Can you give me any tips for doing better in the sim?
The mayor.
Mayor? I need to be tough like a horse?
Of course. Yeah, I feel sorry for the translation team. Sometimes the joke is funny in its original written language. Like Japanese is probably a fun pun or something like that. But this is the man we're looking for.
You work here? I don't recognize you. Can I help you with something?
The mayor.
Is the best. I was told to expect you. Need access to upper floors, right?
That's right.
Before I trust you with this key card, I need to see what you can actually do.
Say what?
Do you know what would happen if you got caught? We're putting our lives on the line here. Prove you're worth it. We have a state-of-the-art combat simulator. It can provide a real challenge, let me tell you. If you beat the sim, then the key card is all yours.
Sounds fair enough. All the agents have to take a risk when they work with someone else. So that's fine. Wait, can I talk to him directly since I technically already beat it? I'm curious. Let's save first though.
Well, well. You gonna call it quits?
Oh, I guess still gotta go through the battle even though I've already beaten it once. Well, in that case, let's save one more time real quick. Alright then, let's see what we have in the combat simulator here. So, 3-person team versus Mayor is the best. Okay, let's toggle, and we see that we have 2 cutters, and that's it. So, I wish there was a way to actually change your equipment while you're in that menu, but obviously with 2 cutters, you're gonna want lightning as your element of choice for everyone involved. Why does Barrett have 3 lightning materia? Wonder. Oh, either way. Lightning all the way. Wait, why did I... Oh. Huh, for a minute there I thought I was equipping Tifa. Okay, and lightning. That should make real quick work of almost any enemies. Sometimes I wonder whether I should switch out the prayer materia for something else, like hit point or magic point. Maybe switching out the prayer for a magic point might not be a bad idea. Whatever. But either way though, you know what, let's just keep on battling. No need to fuss over the equipment so much. Huh. Interesting. So, certain battles only let you choose normal or easy. They don't let you choose hard. So, theoretically, this one will be done in like 2 seconds. So much for my, fussing over it. Ooh. Come on, Barrett, don't let me down. Now the disorder on his left blade. He's done. Ooh, wow. Did not see that one coming. Ooh. And he is practically done. Wow. Way easier than I thought. Oh, at least I got 1,000 gil. I swear, I feel like gil is one of the most useless currency in this game, seeing as how when you're in normal mode and you need all those armors and stuff, you barely get any gil. And by the time you make tons of gil in, you know, hard mode, or by the end of the game, those armors become kind of obsolete. I think the idea of currency works better if you're playing like an open world longer game like the original 7, where, you know, you build up money over time and then there are actually places where you want to spend money. Here they didn't create too much. And you know, what's funny is they even created like the Moogle medals as a different form of currency to actually get decent stuff like manuscripts and I don't remember if you have materials, but you get key items for quests and stuff. Even that requires Moogle medal. So in some sense, Moogle medal makes it's worth more than gil. It's kind of silly. Whatever. Enough griping though. Honestly, at this point, I feel like I'm just nitpicking at the tiny little flaws here and there in the game. But overall, it's still a very, very good, good and also very, what's the word I'm looking for? Very faithful adaptation or remake.
Alright, I've seen enough. I'm a man of my word. Here, this keycard will grant you access to the 64th floor. You can use the elevator to get there. Once you're up there, just what is it you plan on doing?
We came to get one of our friends. She's being held in a research lab somewhere.
A lab? Then she must be with Professor Hojo. It won't be easy to get to her. Access to R&D is limited to authorized personnel only.
We'll find a way in. Know where we can find Hojo?
A board meeting is scheduled to start soon. It's being held in the main conference room. President Shinra, Professor Hojo, and the other directors will be in attendance.
Think like surprises? We can
Oh,
even
Barrett,
take the
whoa.
president as a hostage. Think of the leverage.
Jeez.
Quiet and security will be on your asses in seconds.
We need to find out what they're planning.
So you want to spy in their meeting? I have an idea. Head to the men's restroom. You can climb into the air ducts there. They go all the way to the conference room.
Thanks for the tip.
Man, this guy knows his stuff. I have to hand it to him. He even knows the building's infrastructure and air vent system. He definitely is more than just a corporate spy. He definitely knows. Knows what he's doing. That's for sure. Probably Avalanche train. But yeah, with Barrett's hothead, I'm actually surprised he survived for this long. But then again, he did mention when we were climbing the the fallen blade, how we should have died 100 times over already. But he hasn't, so it's... I guess the plot armor's strong. You remember when we were on the support pillar tower and we randomly found a conveyor line, whatever that thing is, that lets us escape to sector 6, I think, before the whole plate collapse? I'm like, you can't get any more plot armor than that. But yeah, I guess Bear is the more of the inspirational, take action type of leader. But regardless of that, I think we can... There's nothing we can do in this area. We have to return to the 63rd floor lower level and then find our way over to the stairs before we head up to the next floor. It's weird. This whole floor is very oddly laid out.
Cloud? Huh? You're Cloud, right?
Yep, that's me.
Shit. It's cool, bro. We went through training together. Damn. So you're still alive and kicking, huh? Some of the guys heard you got smoked, but I told them it was all bullshit. Hey, sit tight, man. I'm gonna go get Kunso. I'll be right back.
See, besides the OG, I've never played any other game, so I've never heard Kunso, whatever, being mentioned.
You okay?
Yeah,
But you were just...
I'm good. Let's keep moving.
I don't know, Tifa's suspicious. But anyway, regardless of that, I don't know who Kunso is. I'm gonna guess he shows up in one of the branch story, like Crisis Core or something, because I never played that. I never played any of the other spin-offs or side story before Crisis, all that stuff. I just played OG. Just because once you start doing all those side story, I guess all the other characters didn't interest me as much in the battle system. It's just, see, if they make Crisis Core with this similar battle system as this game here, like a remake of Crisis Core, I might actually consider playing that game. But when it was released, it was PSP, and when I saw the gameplay, I was just like, yeah, it's, well, I guess at that point I wasn't very interested in action type game. And when I look at the battle system and I saw like slots and stuff, I started thinking to myself, this does not feel like something I'd like to play. So I just kind of never picked up on it. I'm sure it's a very good story, but I guess if the battle system doesn't really appeal to me, then I can't really give it a try. Then back then I didn't even have a PSP to begin with, nor did I want to buy a PSP just to play Crisis Core. But anyway, having said that, I have no idea who Kunso is, and they've decided to, I guess one interesting thing with this remake is they decided to introduce characters' name that you didn't even hear mentioned in OG, because they didn't exist in OG. All these spin-off stories came after, so yeah. With that said, now that we have found a target and got the info we needed and access we needed, let us proceed to floor 64.
I trust the narrative is intact.
Rock solid. The people have embraced the Wutai Avalanche conspiracy wholeheartedly. I've almost come to believe it myself.
Yeah, these are real monsters here.
So far, nothing. And if those cowards do react, all the better for us and our story.
Cowards.
Then we shall stay the course.
If I may, sir, there was one other matter.
Oh?
A message from our man Palmer.
Oh no. Well, you know what that's about, for sure.
Damn it.
Barrett.
Yeah, I know. We came here to save Aerith. That's our first priority.
That's right. We only get one chance. Hojo should be at that board meeting, so that'll buy us some time. We need to plan this just right.
I wonder why Sephiroth only chose to kill President Shinra, ultimately. I feel like if he wanted to, Genova could have literally killed the entire building of directors in that meeting if that was his goal. Maybe he just wants to kill President Shinra to sow chaos. He doesn't want Shinra to just completely disappear. I think he wants... Oh yeah, essentially he wants chaos. At least that's my theory. Otherwise, I'm surprised the first person Sephiroth killed wasn't Hojo because of his, let's just say, insane attitude and, you know, his personal gripe with the dude. But no, he chose to kill President Shinra. I mean, don't get me wrong, President Shinra isn't exactly a saint, but I felt like there should have been a priority hit list for Sephiroth as well. Okay, now we're on the conference level. Right? Of course.
Do you think that's where Professor Hojo is?
Where he should be.
Right, where's the men's?
What's the plan?
Little bit of recon. Need to find a way to infiltrate that room.
You hear the words coming out of your mouth. We just gotta find that bathroom so we can get into the air duct. Ask anyone here. They can point us in the right direction.
No thanks. We can find it on our own.
That's really typical of Cloud, though. He rarely tries to ask for help. I guess the fewer people involved, the better for him. Humans can be so confusing.
Recognize you. What department did you say you were from?
Public security. Honestly, if I had to come up with a fake reason, like, you know, if you go into the elevator and people are questioning why you're so heavily armed, just pretend you're with public security, or say you're independent bounty hunters here to, you know, arrest someone on behalf of Shinra, or, you know, work for Shinra, whatever. A mercenary working for, a freelance mercenary working for Shinra. That's a perfect cover.
Did you see Sector 7? I can't bring myself to look. I went to the Skyview Hall. It's worse than I imagined. So they're discussing a reconstruction plan in the meeting? Yeah. Director Tuesti was preparing a proposal.
Now, Reeve. Always so hardworking. It's almost a sin.
Are you allowed to be hanging out here on the clock?
What did he say?
You guys private security or something?
Exactly, that would have been a perfect cover. Oh, these are meetings. You literally can infiltrate the meetings if we wanted to. Huh. Alright, whatever. Enough exploration. Let us find the men's. Can we? Oh, okay, so we can enter these rooms. Too bad they don't have hidden materials or anything. Oh. Okay, I think this is where we're going. Is this the females? Let's see.
That's the women's bathroom.
They literally don't let you enter the women's restroom for morality's sake. It's funny. See, I always wondered why they chose the vent to be in the men's restroom and not the women. It's funny. It just feels like you know, women's restroom is supposed to be more sacred, and if any guy walk in there, you're automatically labeled a perv.
Alright, I'll wait out here.
Huh? You can't hang out here.
Tifa, it'd be better if you waited inside.
Maybe, but this is... Oh, never mind. You're right.
See, it feels more socially acceptable for women to walk into the men's restroom. For some reason, that's how they set this up. I don't remember in the OG whether it was the women or the men's you go into. I think it was the men. Either way, it seems more quote-quote socially acceptable for women to enter the men than men to enter the women's restroom for whatever reason.
Oh, thank God. No one's in here.
Love to show them what the ones down below look like.
Come on. Let's just find that duct.
Not to be creepy or anything, but now that I think about it, I don't think you've seen a single restroom down in the slums, even in your apartment. I start to wonder, what are these guys, immortals? Who don't need to pee? Or gods? But anyway.
Gotcha.
Oh wait, there's one in Wall Market, but not in Sector 7, I don't think.
Look, I'm
on guard duty.
Right.
So, can I go with you? Don't want to be here any longer than I have to.
Yeah, sure. Just follow behind.
I guess that's fair. You really don't want to be staying around the men's restroom waiting. Yeah, I think I should take back what I said earlier about the socially acceptable, but it's embarrassing for a woman to stick around the men's restroom, but you're way less likely to be labeled a perv. But yeah, Barrett trying to climb through here, he's either gonna get stuck or gonna crush the pipe. There's nothing on the right intersection here, so we can just let left. I know that for a fact. Unless things change in hard mode. Let's see. I don't think you move any faster by holding down the sprint button. We can listen in.
Sure they're safe.
But we live right by Sector 7, and I keep calling and calling, but I still can't get through.
I heard that all the phone lines are down. It doesn't mean anything.
You sure?
Pretty sure.
Hang on. Let me adjust my camera a little here. It seems a bit off. Okay, that seems a little better. Oh, do we... Oh, I guess we can head back out. But yeah, I can't imagine the stress of having to work on rebuilding Sector 7 when knowing your family might still be down there. It sucked.
Depending on the board's decision, we may start 2 projects simultaneously, rebuilding the plate and the city. Members of the Urban Planning Division will likely take point on both. Director Tuesti has ordered teams to come up with 3, 5, and 10-year plans. Each team needs to come up with a detailed proposal and schedule. We're going to have to put a lot of man-hours into this, so we'll need to start ASAP. Does anyone have any questions at all? If not, then we'll wait for the director to return.
Okay. So yeah, all to start a war. Makes no economic sense to me. Unless for some reason Shinra's convinced that winning this war will be more profitable than the amount of things they have to invest to start said war. Not to mention the cost of the war itself. So yeah, I'm curious to see what Wutai has that is worth all this destruction. And yeah, and the left intersection here has the hit up materia for anyone interested. But yeah, I wonder. But if it seems like Shinra just wants more land, then, you know, you better hope those lands are filled with Mako, otherwise you're just... just dumb, I guess.
This it?
And here we are.
I'm telling you, I saw him. With my own eyes, sauntering down the corridor.
We don't have time for this nonsense.
He was as close to me as you are now. The shock of it made me spill my tea.
Enough already. If there are intruders in the building, my men will deal with them.
But, Mr. President, sir, I swear to you...
I'm surprised only Palmer saw him, not the camera.
Steve. Sir, I have the damage assessment for Sector 7, and I'm afraid the figures are catastrophic.
Spare us the doom and gloom. Was there anything else?
Well, sir, I've also drafted a reconstruction plan for... Huh?
Not with the Ancient in our custody once more.
With respect, sir, I don't see how...
2 words, Reeve. Neo Midgar.
In their promised land, we will build a new Mako-powered metropolis.
Mr. President, we still don't know for sure that the Promised Land even...
Yeah, Reeve has some real legitimate concerns that this guy just swept under the rug.
Professor Hojo.
The test results were within expectations. The specimen is somewhat lacking compared to her pure-blood mother, but for our purposes, she should more than suffice.
So she can lead us to the Promised Land?
Well, Mr. President, that remains to be seen. I would like your permission to secure her cooperation through more forceful means. Forceful, yet gentle. She is a precious resource that must be handled with care.
Jeez.
Personally, I've never had a problem with torture.
My armory is at your disposal should you require anything.
I had something more psychological in mind. Better to scar the psyche than mar the flesh.
Yeah. Jeez, we have a bunch of real twisted people here.
Proceed as you see fit. However, you will not make the same mistake twice. Is that clear?
If I may, Mr. President, I have an idea how we might mitigate the risks. Simply put, we could have an ancient reproduce.
So they're treating her like livestock.
Of a second specimen, we would need to identify an alternative mate. I would
or at least Hojo is.
Soldier. These would, of course, include S and G types. Quite frankly, there's no telling what kind of properties a crossbred specimen might possess. So, what say you all?
Jeez. Yeah, you can tell this guy's twisted when everyone else in this room is just like, nah, dude. It's just like, whatever, dude.
If there is nothing else...
Mr. President!
Meeting adjourned.
Please, sir!
Now that I think about it, I'm not even sure what Hojo contributes to this company. I mean, Scarlet and Heidegger, obviously all the weapons and military, but I've never seen anything Hojo turns out that's successful. Well, maybe the Soldier project. Guess that's a fair point, but still. I wonder how many people had to die for that technology.
Anything?
The man in the lab coat. Head of R&D. We follow him.
Okay. And then we kill the son of a bitch.
Not until he's led us to Aerith. That's the plan.
Okay. Man, these guys are fast. Wait up.
Walking the halls of this very building, who would have believed it? I wonder... were I to arrange a face-to-face... how I should like to meet their offspring. But that can wait. First, we must have answers. A simple psychoactive agent should suffice. Nothing likely to cause any long-term damage.
Jeez.
Let's go.
Right.
Yeah, Elmira's lucky we convinced him otherwise. Otherwise, Aerith is screwed. Even Elmira thinks she's gonna come home. Huh. Laughable. Hang on. Okay. So we have a treasure chest and a resting place here. And you got 2 antidotes, which is kind of a hint to the next boss, really. Good, anyway. I've decided to switch Cloud back to the Buster Sword. Because I have created a new, established a new skin for it. Or add a new mod to it. So let's see how that looks now. Yep. This is the fusion blade, but as you can tell, there's now a new slot for you to show your materia and the color. So I kind of like this iteration the most. For the Buster Sword. Love it. Gotta say, the modders do some very impressive work. But before that, I would definitely suggest everyone equipping their, what's the one item? The Star Pendant for the next boss. Because this guy will really do some serious poison if you don't watch yourself. And just to make sure I have everything I need before I head on in, hard mode and all, I would suggest checking out the enemy intel. Let us see. I think this is what we're looking for. He is not weak to anything, but very resistant to lightning. Well, that's good to know. What about his friends? Nope. So, in terms of immunity, they're immune to slow. But, let's see. He's also immune to poison. Yeah, poison is the most useful one to cast if you could. Also immune to slow. Nauseous expulsion. Seize Rake. Seems he's really balanced between time-worn talisman. He can steal. Wonder if we have one of those. We have one, and it increases spirit by 10%. I think I can buy them. Well, let's see if I can. If I can buy them, then there's no point. Otherwise, I might just waste a slot on steel. Talisman. Yeah, so we can buy them for 5,000. Okay, I don't need to go out of my way to steal it. Oh wait, everyone has lightning on for... Okay, that's not good. So you know what? I'm gonna have fire then. Definitely don't want lightning for this particular boss fight. Tifa, maybe I'll switch to wind or something. Man, warding still is not anywhere near max yet. This just shows you how much grinding you need to do. Probably I will end up doing that at one point, but here we are. Alright, let's save and prepare for the next battle.
Wait a minute. Yes. Why didn't I think of that earlier?
Oh.
Wait. You mustn't overthink it.
Don't move. I ain't bluffing.
What is this?
A dozen bullets in your head, unless you open that door right now.
Should have just shot him right after the door opens.
You must be the ones who've been stirring up trouble lately. The eco-terrorists?
I really wish we could treat him like an experiment for once, just to show him what it's like on the other side.
Residents upstairs. Go on, shoot.
Shut up. Keep walking. None of y'all better move a muscle.
Do stop pushing. Unlike you, I am less accustomed to physical violence.
You'll get used to it.
Real fast.
What is it that you want?
Our friend. She's in your lab.
Really?
Tell us where Aerith is.
Oh, so she's your friend. Well. In that case, yes, that might do the trick.
Mind speaking up some?
It's nothing. Just imagining how she might react if I were to present to her your fresh corpses.
Yeah, this guy's twisted. Everything's his plaything.
I promise. You will regret this.
How he hasn't been killed by one of his angered experiment yet, I don't know. Okay, this guy in particular has a bunch of spawns that keeps attacking you, but I think he keeps respawning them, so there's almost no point. So you might as well try to focus on taking his arm out and pressuring him and then defeating him that way. If anyone knows if it's better to just keep one of those little pests alive and he won't multiply him, or he won't respawn him, let me know. Otherwise it feels like a lot of bosses in this game with minions, they keep respawning. So yeah, let's go. See if we can. Ooh, whoa, jeez. Nauseous explosion. Yeah, this is the poison move. Watch yourself. Ooh. Oop. Wow, his raking attack is powerful. Oop. God darn. Alright, Barret, see if you can save Cloud. Oh, wow. Clearly he wasn't able to. Oh, come on. Seriously? We just... Okay, there we go. Definitely not gonna let you do that again. Okay, let's do Star Shower.
Let's do this.
Ooh, there we go. Oh, there we go. Come on, Tifa. Focus strike on him. Let's focus thrust. Ooh, okay, we started the second phase, I think. So anyway, Barret needs to heal everyone. Now he's enraged all of his specimen, I think. Oof. Uh-oh. Man. Let's try and get rid of some. Whoa. Jeez. Can this guy be any more aggressive? Ooh. All right. True strike on his left claw. Okay. Then another true strike. And then overpower. Wonder if his left claw is broken yet. Oh yeah, it is. Disorder. Ooh. Wow. Alright. Let's focus thrust him. Oh man. Seriously? Okay. Let's Star Shower him. Uh-oh. Third phase. Yeesh. Yeah, now he's enraging all of his spawns. I don't know if that makes him worse or what. Uh-oh. What does that do? Ooh. Oh god. Wow, he induced them to explode? Did not see that one coming. Ooh. Oh darn. Now everyone's kind of slowed too, so... Yeesh. Alright. Ooh. Wow. Didn't see that one coming. Oh, not yet. Almost there. There we go. Oh, darn it. That's not what I wanted to do. Where's Barret? Alright. Heal everyone, Barret. Oh, come on. Jesus. How many times does he rake? Uh-oh. I think he's gonna bring back his minions. Alright. Jeez. Okay. Let's focus strike once. And focus strike again. And then focus strike again. While he's pressured. There we go. Okay. True strike. Okay. Pray, and I'll have Barrett pray as well. And I'll switch over to Tifa. And another true strike. Okay, he's almost done. Let's try and end this. Whew.
Hojo's getting away.
Okay, I gotta admit that little last part is kind of sloppy. I didn't realize he got so much more aggressive. His rake became triple rakes. And all of his minions started to be kamikaze-like. That is... I don't know what triggers the explosion. Next time I'll watch. I think it's the Mako expulsion that triggers the self-destruct. But yeah, tip, last phase, be careful of Mako expulsion. But overall, we didn't spend much MP to beat him either. Actually, it's pretty nice. Alright. So now I can switch in preparation for the upcoming battle. I will have Cloud with Lightning. Barrett is now switching right back to Lightning. Guess it never misses, which is nice. Tifa can stay with Fire. Here. Sure. Alright, let's proceed. There's our feline friend we've managed to ignore. Actually, I still can't tell whether he's a wolf or some sort of cat-based creature.
Aerith! Very impressive. I really must thank you for providing me such invaluable combat data.
Cocky little egghead, ain't you?
The results provided by my predictive models indicate that this force should be more than capable of handling you.
Y'all about to learn predictable.
We're taking Aerith back.
Oh, take her back, you say? Correct me if I am wrong, but did the girl not come here of her own free will? Or do you mean to tell me that she is your personal property?
It's typical. Treating everyone like they're objects.
I'm afraid you misunderstand.
I don't think there's much to misunderstand here.
This facility is home to extraordinary specimens that will change the world as we know it. Do try to be considerate.
If you don't kill them first, I mean. But having said that, I still don't know what exactly the terms of Aerith's supposed rule or law of contract is. Like, where if she agrees to go with Shinra, when is she allowed to suddenly walk away? You know, I don't get it. I don't get if her power or the conditions by which she returns to Shinra, like, is this some sort of oath or bond or contract that she can break only at certain times? Because I think if she had a weapon, she could probably break it at any time, especially after Marlene's delivered. Yeah, now that I think about it, what's to keep her from running away once Marlene's safe? Well, whatever. Enough thinking about that stuff, which makes not much sense. I'm gonna switch over to Tifa for this one. Okay, Grenadier first, people. Oh, whoa, what the heck? God, jeez. Star Shower. Let's see you guys try to knock me out of this animation. Alright. Let us go. All the Grenadiers are dead. Jeez. Let's do another Star Shower. Let's see you knock me out of this one. Ooh. Man, those shields are kind of annoying. Alright, Cloud, let's heal us. Overpower. Ooh, yeesh.
Give me your best shot.
Come on, Barrett. Yep. Nah, I'll just fight him like normal. Barrett can heal. Oops. Alright. Let's overpower you.
Looks like your models got it wrong.
Yes. An unknown variable, perhaps. Well, no matter. Reinforcements will soon arrive.
But will they get here in time to save you from me?
Ooh, haha. Well, that's a good comeback.
Yeah.
No, not quite. Oh, now I recall. My memory was mistaken. My boy, you weren't a soldier.
And there's that memory block again. Slash fates. Or whispers.
What's happening? Where are you taking me?
What are those things up to this time?
Cloud!
Barrett.
Got it. Stand back.
You came for me.
Yep.
You good? I'm great.
Oh, I should have changed my accessory. I totally forgot about it.
Thanks for saving Marlene. I owe you one.
Save it for later.
Alright, I think Cloud is the best opponent against these guys. Okay, they're resistant to sword but weak to lightning. Alright. Well, I'll let Barrett handle most of the damage. Ooh. Ooh, uh-oh. Eject, everyone. Darn, what the heck? Ooh, sheesh. Uh-oh. It'd be stupid if I die here for some dumb reason. Alright, first off, let's pray. Now Tifa can raise Cloud.
Good to go?
I really love Overwhelm on Tifa just because it comes out real fast. Okay. Right. Oh, wow. It's multi-hitting? Did not see that one coming. Alright, punk. Let's overpower you. Ooh. God darn it. Alright. Okay, this guy's slow enough where I think we can try and build up our ATB here. Ooh. Right, right.
Let me handle this. Watch yourself.
Going in.
Okay, let's pray before he ejects on us again.
Keep it up.
Alright. Right, focus strike. Uh-oh. Everyone get out of the way. Especially you, Cloud. What the heck are you doing? Both of those idiots are just standing there. I don't even know what else to tell you. Okay. Let's do Eldritch Aura.
We can do better.
Okay. Oh, wait. Oh, there we go. Overpower. Yep, I think overpower staggers or stuns most enemies. Very good tip against those skaters.
Aerith, you okay? Thank you. No biggie.
Let's get out of here.
Now, hello.
The hell was that thing?
We need to go. Aerith!
What the?
Come on.
Alright, let's follow our furry friend. Oh, he's angry, that's for sure.
What? You want to go?
Stop. This child's a friend.
Yeah, I think Aerith can transfer her vision or knowledge of, I can only say parallel universes / future. That's probably what convinced Red here to stand down. And I think also how she managed to pacify Marlene earlier.
So what the hell is it?
A fascinating question.
Oh, did it just talk?
You asked what it is. I am that which you see before you, nothing more. I'd appreciate it if we simply left it at that. Agreed?
13?
Man, who gave him all those tats, I wonder?
Red 13. The designation given to me by Hojo.
Then you must have another name. What is it?
I'm surprised he'd rather not tell you and stick with some lab number he was given.
So, we're gonna go get this son of a bitch.
Whoa. Alright, time to listen to the beckoning. I've always wondered why Sephiroth is so strong that he can exert so much influence. I wonder what made him particularly special. Like, he can still mess with you even though he's nowhere near you. Yeesh. I wonder what they did to Jenova in the first place to make her look like that. Like, what's with the weird skin? You know? It doesn't even look remotely human. I mean, given Jenova really isn't, but the body is just odd.
You know, Reno, I think you might be due for some R&R.
Now, these guys are still recovering from that previous beatdown.
What are we going to do about Sector 7?
We are going to do nothing.
Been thinking, was all that necessary?
Had we refused, someone else would have completed the task. We have spared that someone the burden of a guilty conscience. Perhaps that will ease yours.
Sounds like the perfect justification for all evil in the world.
Nope. Let's try another tack then. They were a sacrifice to balance the scales.
Say what?
After everything we'd taken from the planet, we were due to give something back.
Do you actually believe that?
Yeah, I don't believe that. Yeah, the company takes from the planet, but the people have to pay the planet back.
Yes.
Sound logic.
Understood. The VP needs us.
Cloud.
Oh, thank goodness. You're awake.
You okay?
Yeah. Where are we?
Where I lived when I was still a child.
Man, she's a very excellent artist. I think in a different life, she could have made it big. I'm guessing she was here till she was, what, 8 years old? That is some really pretty impressive work for an 8-year-old. You know, assuming her mother didn't chip in. Because that collage is very, very beautiful. The style of art, though, just... well, maybe it's a mixture of both her and her mother's drawings. Because some of them look mature. Like over here.
Are you okay? Maybe you should rest a little longer.
With all the Cetra people, or maybe those are just farmers. And up there, with, I don't know, shamans? That's like more mature. And then if you look over here in this corner, you see Aerith in a blue dress with her mom. That's probably the younger her. You know, some chicken and geese and whatever these things are. Well, I guess if it's her mother helping out as well, then okay, I can see how it can be very pretty. But if this is all Aerith, man, she has a talent. She has some very serious talent. Well, anyway, I do appreciate the artwork, and it wasn't even present in the original. In the original, you were just stuck in a cell for like, I don't know, what amounts to, what, a day or two, or maybe a few hours, at least one night, before, surprisingly, something breaks you out. AKA Jenova. Jenova apparently goes on a rampage and breaks you out. The one thing I've yet to remember the game explaining is, after Sephiroth disappeared dead by Cloud's hand, well, I wonder why it took Sephiroth like 5 years to return and then instigate this whole shenanigans. I forgot if the game ever explained it. Maybe he needed those 5 years to get better or recover from his previous encounter with Cloud, but if that's it, that seems way too simple. I guess it just seems way too coincidental that the moment Sephiroth / Jenova decides to take action, it's exactly when these guys needed help or need someone to help release them. I guess this could also be Sephiroth, and this is me theorizing, Sephiroth just breaking you out on purpose so Cloud can accomplish his tasks. That makes more sense.
I'm the one who carried you here.
Wow. That's actually pretty impressive, Red. Especially seeing as how I have a giant blade too, but it makes way more sense for Barrett to actually string Cloud across his shoulder and just march. Oh, makes more sense than Red. Wait. Let's talk to everyone, see what else they gotta say.
Push yourself. We're all worried.
Yeah, Cloud has an issue. Like, his combat skill is nothing to be underestimated, but he faints so sporadically all the time, it becomes a liability if not well managed. Alright.
My mom and I stayed here years ago when I was just a little girl. The room looks exactly the same.
Actually, you know what? Before I continue with this chapter, Deliverance from Chaos, I think it's time to save here. And then we'll begin the next chapter in the next video. So with that said, I will catch you later.